Alright, it has been coming for a while now. Infinite Warfare and its problems. No longer will this be hidden in the dark. With this game and my experience playing it, there are many issues that I have ran into. Here's just a short list. Connection, waiting in lobbies, snipers, maps, and rigs. Infinity Ward and Activision will have their hands full this year. I can tell you that much. I'm not going to go on a rant about boots on the ground. I feel like that has already been established by the community. So, to start afresh, let's talk about connection. I hate it. In fact, I literally resent it. Hit detection and lag compensation are at an all-time high. Can't tell you how many people I have shot at and have gotten hit markers and then instantly die. Not to mention, whenever you're on the other side of this. When you're on the opposite side of this, you'll be running past the wall and think you're safe, you know? But you'll fall down to the ground. It's funny because you look at their screen and the kill cam, it shows that you haven't even came close to passing the wall. Anyway, transitioning from connection to waiting in lobbies. I can't even express how long I have had to wait to find a match. Seems the more advanced we get with Call of Duty, the worse everything is. Hate to say it. I mean, they've had 3 years to make this and they claim to have dedicated servers. How can you not simply build a game like it was in the past, Activision? What has prompted you to make such a horrible game? Games that are futuristic instead of going back to your roots like you had in Modern Warfare 3. Why do I reference Modern Warfare 3, you ask? Because that was the game you sold the most copies of any Call of Duty you have ever made. Back then, people enjoyed the game for how it played, not getting some stupid flamboyant outfit for your doll to wear in some supply drop. Look, I understand where you're coming from with supply drops. Don't shove it down our throats like it's something we have to participate in. Let me just reference some of the stuff from Modern Warfare 3 that you did right. The way you had the perk system set up, the maps, and the kill streak selection. Let me tell you, people absolutely loved using the specialist system to gain perks and go for Moabs. I mean, right when you thought you would get bored of this game, that's when you would find something new that made you want to play longer. Another problem that presented itself in Infinite Warfare were the snipers. It is way too easy to snipe. Not to mention quick scoping. Some of the worst snipers in Call of Duty are now able to pick up those rifles and do what they never thought of dreaming to do. And it wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for your poorly designed maps. Back in earlier Call of Duties, you could have the ability to flank and get behind a lot of the situations that now present themselves so inevitably. Which now brings me to maps. First of all, I'm going to say this now. Stop making remakes. It has gotten so old. If you're going to bring the map back, bring it back. Not some worthless, deformed, corrupted piece of filth. You literally screw up how the flow of the map played back then. Last but not least is rigs, or specialist, or whatever you want to call them. This ruins the game. This is supposed to be a first-person shooter game, not a fantasy superpower game. I'm done ranting about this game. It pisses me off so much. All I can say is there's going to be a lot of camping this year in Infinite Warfare, and don't blame me, community. Blame the developers. Anyway, on a much lighter note, I wanted to let you know where this channel was heading in this next year. I plan on uploading a lot of Infinite Warfare and talking more positively about it in hopes that the developers will correct their mistakes. I mean, what do I have left to play? I guess Modern Warfare Remastered, but I just feel like people have had their fair share of Call of Duty videos from that game. I feel like even though the waters still need to be tested more, we still need to keep moving forward despite the lack of effort on the developer side. I mean, how many times have they had to get this right? Whatever. I just don't get how you can be so successful and be listening to people who have played your game from the start, then completely mess around with the franchise's game mechanics without even asking the community first. And not only that, putting in skill-based matchmaking and compressing the skill gap. I mean, why can't you just get this right, Activision? Sorry, I had to take a break. It's just too much, dude. I have so many more complaints, but a fresh start is what's going to have to be at hand. So, enough about the negative side of Infinite Warfare. Let me talk about the positive. And here's Mr. Positive. I hope you're all having fun today watching my gameplay. I love the juicy, yummy kills I get in Infinite Warfare when it does work out in my favor. I love sitting in a corner and hearing other people yell on the mic after I've completely melted them. What's my favorite gun in the game? Oh, you all. How don't you know to ask me? Well, I'll tell you. It's the NV4. Yes, pretty much the ACR from all the other Call of Duties. Kinda like the ICR in Black Ops 3. It's really accurate, but I love just getting kills with it, you know? And I can't do this very much longer because there's not much positive about this game. So just enjoy the rest of this gameplay. By the way, we come back and win. And it's so awesome. Anyway, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Have fun. Watch the game. Like, favorite, and subscribe. If you're new to the channel. If you're not new, then do it anyway. Okay, bye.